Hi guys, Scotty here with another DBZ Dokkan Battle video for you. In this video, we're going to be looking at Union Master Stage 20, and we're going to need to bring 5 Realm of God category units to get this whole done. Now, if we get everything done, we're going to get a nice little chunk of stones. We're going to get some good equips as well, so make sure you bring the requisite amount of Realm of God units. Not that you can't, won't let you enter the mission, won't let you enter the event without it. Anyway, here's our team we're going to be running. It is a little bit stacked. We've got some big units on there. We've got some anniversary units. We've got the new God Goku, AGL God Goku, the Easy Aid, Physical God Goku, Beerus, all that. So I've got 2 alternative teams there for you as well. If you don't want to be running, if you are not having as many of those units, there are 2 teams that should get this done without a problem. Now, stage 20 is going to be the harder of the 2. Stage 19 is a little bit easier. Stage 20 is the same fight, but just a bit more difficult. You know how it goes with Union Master, but it is still difficulty 2-star difficulty anyway. Not that that really means too much anymore. Super 2 is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, the first bosses you're going to be up against, the first fight is going to be the Goku Black Rose clones, and they all pretty much do the same thing. They all just get an attack plus 10% with each turn passed, up to 100%. So you really don't want to be fighting them very long. You all want to wipe them out as quickly as possible. So try aim your units at the type disadvantage enemies, all that sort of stuff, and you should burn through them pretty quickly without much of an issue. They are really easy, and yeah. The main thing with this team is you should dodge and be fine, and if you don't, you might die. So it is a bit of a dodge or die team. Realm of Gods. There are a good few units that we'll get into in just a second that actually have protection against us, KO, blocking, KO, protection, all that sort of thing. But yeah, we'll jump into that in just a sec. But the clones aren't too bad, we just don't want to keep them around too long as they'll start ramping up. So moving on from the clones, we're going to be fighting God Toppo. Now, God Toppo, super physical God Toppo, God of Destruction mode Toppo, he is going to have a defense plus 10% with each Ki Blast super attack received, up to 100%, attack plus 10% with each Ki Blast super attack received, up to 100%, so he is just going to start ramping up as you hit him with Ki Blast supers, which I do think there are a few of on this team. I wouldn't stress too much about it though. Pretty much this team we are going to be dodging everything, and if we don't, we are likely dead, although we do have the AGL Goku Revive, which comes in clutch very often, and the physical UI, which also has that KO protection, where we can't die from just a single hit in a turn. He would need to take a pretty big hit. We would then have 1 health, so we need to dodge, but a lot of these units, most of these units are dodging anyway, so that's absolutely fine. One other thing to note as well is make sure you're giving your physical god Goku his requisite orbs, so that is less orbs in the 3rd slot that you need to do. In the 2nd slots, you need to be giving him, I think it's a 4 orbs total. Sorry, that is 6 orbs if he's going to be in 2nd slot. 4 orbs if he's going to be in 3rd slot, and that's just to give him his double passives. And by double passives, I mean he's got 2 sections in his passive where that activate depending on how many orbs you're giving him. So giving him 6 or more key spheres will give him the full 2 passives in slot 2, and 4 or more key spheres will be the full 2 passives in slot 3. And that does help. He gets guard, he gets extra additional super attacks. The first part is even more important. It raises his chance of evading enemies' attack by 30%, so bare minimum 3 key spheres, otherwise we're going to have problems. But yeah, he is a really, really cool, interesting unit. It's been a lot of fun playing with him, and yeah, he does a lot of damage. We're going to be moving on here to Beerus, the STR Beerus. So STR Beerus has 2 phases. First phase, just going to be against STR Beerus. He will seal one of your unit's super attacks. Super annoying, but what can you do? So one of your units won't be able to super attack, but no dodge cancelling, anything like that. So we are pretty much fine here. We want to save most of our actives, all of that, for the 2nd phase, where we can maybe switch into physical Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta on the physical UI card, switch into Vegeta, pop as active, and then pretty much end the fight. So that is going to be the tactic we want to do with that, because the next stage versus Beerus and Whis, they ramp up per turn pass, so you really don't want them surviving long. So try save your actives, your transformations, anything like that for the second phase of the fight against Beerus and Wheeze. But yeah, I'm going to leave you with the rest of the fight so you can see how everything goes. Hope this helped. Thank you so much for watching, and I will check you guys in the next one.